your morning crew. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, ready to give you the sizzling subjects and the trending topics. It is George. Hi. It is Jana.
Hi.
It is Nate.
Hi.
Hello.
Free advice, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready to give it to you. Jana, make it count.
Dear We Are Your Morning Crew, I am deeply upset and saddened. I need help to get my best friend back. My friend and I have been best friends for the last 8 years. I have a 4-year-old child that I can admit is a little rambunctious. My friend was over and we were talking and having a good time like we always do. My 4-year-old said she didn't want my friend there. She wanted me to watch a movie with her, and then she wanted my friend to leave. My friend told my child to stay in the child's place and get out of here. My child said shut up and spit on her. And she popped my child, which is what I should have done. I got upset and yelled at my friend and pushed her and told her don't hit my kid. She left and told me to never speak to her again. I realized that my friend didn't do this to hurt my child, but to teach her a lesson. I know I overreacted now, and I've tried to reach out and apologize, but she's having it. It's been over a month, and I really miss her. Any advice on how to get back in her good graces?
First of all, I don't know how close your friendship is, but I'm going to assume that you were very, very close. But even really tight friends should restrain themselves from putting their hands on someone else's kid. You could have easily turned to her and said, you need to do something or there's going to be a problem. I'm not going to allow your child. She could have addressed it to the adult in the room. The adult in the room could then have handled it. And
takes a village.
And if she, but hold on.
She didn't hurt the child.
She slapped the child. She hit the child.
She spit on me.
She hit the child. It is a child. It is a child. And when you
and
hit,
that's what she got. She got what she deserved. She got popped.
You do not put your hands on other people's children. That is an arrestable offense. I need you to know this. You cannot put your hands on people's kids. What she should have done, what an adult should have done, was address the adult in the room to handle the child that belonged to that adult. If the adult did not address it in the manner that it needed to be addressed in, then you know how to move forward with that friendship. Because one, if your friend did not handle that child and tell them that is wrong, apologize, spank them, discipline them in whatever way it needed to be done, then they have told you, I'm not going to respect you and my child doesn't have to respect you. Then you move forward with that, but you don't put your hands on people's children. I don't care who it is. You don't do that. You know
what? That's okay. We're breaking in because we have opinions too. Thank you. Go ahead, Nate.
But mine is the only one that matters in this case.
I'm a school teacher, and I'm telling you, and I had a mother that this is mine. You don't put your hands on my child, but I'm sorry. And it's one of the reasons why many people will not let me watch their child because I beat other people's children. Now, if you spit on me, I'm going to slap you into next week. Now, the mother who was in that room had every opportunity to step in there and do something. You wanted somebody to beat that child. But when somebody actually did it, you made the wrong choice. Now I don't abuse children, but if you spit on me, it's gonna be a problem. So I know Mr. Daigle ain't gonna never let me watch his child, and it's the understanding that we have. I will never abuse your child or disrespect your child, but if your child spit on me, there's no time for me to come and tell you, because somebody out on the street, if that child spit on them, you can be getting a police phone call home that something has harmfully happened to your child, if they're still alive at that moment.
Certainly.
So
if it's
wait a minute. You remember back in the day, if you did something wrong, you might got a whooping by your neighbor. You might got a whooping by the next neighbor. Then you get home, get a whooping. That's what I'm talking about. takes a village. I mean, and this is why these kids control. She said she popped her. She didn't say she slapped her.
That's a hit.
Say she knocked her down. I don't listen. You can pop somebody you can thump them. That's a pop.
That's a hit. That's a hit. That's
like
assault.
She said, the mother should have handled that.
Again,
like Nate said, the mother should have handled that.
Exactly. That's what I said. The mother should have handled it.
But she didn't.
You should. Did you give her time?
No,
because
there's no time.
According to the letter, the child made the offense and she immediately hit the child. There was no time for the person to react because you hit the child first.
I'm saying what my mother would have knocked me into the age of 74.
Exactly.
It wouldn't have been, that person would not have had time to react before my mother would have.
And again,
it wouldn't have been an issue.
All I'm saying is, I get what you're saying. I understand.
Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, let's go back. Stop. The question is, how does she get her friend back?
That baby broke up.
Well, I mean, you messed that up. You should have taken. You should have disciplined your child. I wouldn't want to be around you or your child. To be honest,
that's because that child has seen somebody do that. Maybe the mother, because a child not going to do that in front of a parent and not feel uncomfortable about doing it. That child saw somebody do that before.
I get it, but what I'm saying, and even though what your points are valid based on antiquated thoughts, you cannot hit people's children these days. You can't do that. You would get arrested.
But so she did the right thing. She left and said, "Don't talk to me no more."
No.
So that's the bottom line. Yep. So she did what was right. So leave her alone. With you and your damn ill-mannered child.
Yeah. I'm sorry, and I don't off of disciplining a child, but that's the type of person I am. I'm like that with my nieces and anybody else child. I was raised by disciplinarians. I've never been abused, but if I did something wrong, I got what I deserve. And I can understand that. So I understand people who have been abused, they don't know the difference. But the way that mother handled that, clearly, you're not my friend. Clearly, you're not my friend. So let's just cut our losses, and you can reminisce over old Facebook posts when they pop back up of us. We done. Nope.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think about this story and all the stories we talk about today. Just let me know how it works out when you hit somebody's child. How much the bail is going to be.
I'm doing my time.
It has been the We Are You Morning Crew, ladies and gentlemen. George.
But wait a minute. Before you... I didn't initially spit on her. She said she wanted her to go. Get out. That's when she should have disciplined her child.
Yep.
It is not for you to say when a child gets disciplined. That's not your child.
When you spit on me,
that's not your kid. That's not your kid. That's not. You cannot put your hands on people's kids.
We're not even talking about. I'm talking about before it even got to that point. I'm talking about when the child got in the lady's face and said, "I want you to go home because I want my mommy to watch a movie with me." So she did your mama would have let you get in her friend's face like that, George?
That was back in the day. No, she wouldn't have.
What's the difference? The child is a child. Your mama would have let you get in her friend's face.
All I'm saying is,
I asked you a question.
All I'm saying, and I'm answering the question. I already did answer the question. I said no. She would not have. No, she would not have.
Okay, so
but each parent disciplines their child differently. And at that point, that child did not offend a woman. That's their child's house.
Yes, that's wrong.
How is it wrong? It's her house.
You 4 years old.
It's her house. It's her house.
I wish you had some damn badass kids.
I would never have. I would never have bad kids. Would never have bad kids. But what I'm saying is,
let's go. Bye.
What you're saying? No, you're not gonna cut me off.
No, I know, because you always got to have the last word. No, I don't want you to have the last word.
All I'm saying is, you cannot tell people how they discipline their kids. Period.
In
their house.
Why you get up and you leave their house.
And that's what I'm saying. What you're saying is what the woman did was right. She left. She's not her friend anymore. You don't respect me. You don't teach your child how to respect me. I get that. But at the point where you feel you are okay to hit someone's child, I have a problem with that. That's the only problem I have, is that you put your hand on somebody else's kid. Period. That's not cool. Because you could have got knocked the fuck out by certain people. That's all I'm saying. You don't
knock me out, because I will never have a person address me in a disrespectful manner, let alone spit on me. Now, if the little girl would have got sassy, I would have said, "Hey, you go get your child." I would have said that. But the moment that little child spit on me, that's out the window. You are not here anymore. It's just me and this child.
But in the letter, she did say that this is not the first time. So you had signals before. You had signals that she was not going to discipline. You had signals that she was going to allow that little girl to continue to disrespect you. But you kept going in that situation. The moment the little girl entered
the mama wrote the letter, remember?
Yeah, what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. She had the signals before. The woman who.
So she gave you strikes. She gave you a couple strikes. Strikes out. Strikes out. You're out of the game. Out.
You just
foul.
You don't put your hand on people's kids. Period.
And what the little motherfucker would spit on me.
You don't. You don't put your hand on people's kids. You could really find yourself
back on the kid. Then would that be okay?
Then when the mama beat the hell out of you.
No, but I'm saying the kids can spit on me, but I can't spit back.
As an adult, you think that makes some sense? Is that the right?
They might learn a lesson that way. Because I got bigger spit than they do.
That's not for you to do.
Oh, I'm hot.
You don't put.
I'm hot thinking about this.
You don't put your hands on nobody's kids. Period.
That ain't my hands. That's my spit.
You spit your hands, anything.
But you don't spit your spit on me.
That's a child.
So what?
So now you've become a child.
That's okay. I was a child too.
You're right. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think about this story and all the stories. We got to get on out of here. Have a great day. Say goodbye, y'all.
Goodbye, y'all.